Well, George, it goes without saying that this must be an important one for you. Probably one of the first games you looked out for when the fixtures were published and one you've been looking forward to.
Yeah, definitely. It's obviously I was at MK for quite a few seasons. Club means a lot to me at my heart, but yeah, it's one I was looking forward to, and it's the first time going back there since leaving there. So yeah, it should be a good game.
Yeah, so you had a long while there, and you start out as a youth player there as well?
Yeah, I signed there when I was 13 and went all the way up to scholarship. Didn't get a professional contract, and then ended up back there and was there for I think 5.5 seasons or so. So, and being from Milton Keynes as well, it's got a nice feel to me, and yeah, I'm looking forward to going back there. But it'll be different this time, obviously, in a Cambridge shirt, and we're really looking forward to it as a team and myself personally.
Yeah, when you've been at a club 5 years, of course you have an attachment, and as you say, it's your hometown as well. But from speaking to you previously, given how things have started with the U's, it seems as though you're already pretty connected here, and it obviously helps when you've been playing well and the results have been good. But yeah, it's been a good start.
Yeah, 100%. I absolutely love it here. The lads made me feel welcome from day one, so did the staff, and it's a really nice club. The fans have been brilliant, and there's a really good feel about the dressing room. So yeah, I absolutely love it here. Love playing my football here, and yeah, I can't complain at all.
Has it been better than you thought it would be? And I guess when you moved over the summer, having had the experience with Bristol Rovers, you join a side who've just got promoted, and you think, oh, there's a danger it might be a similar kind of experience. But so far, obviously, it's all worked out pretty much perfectly.
Yeah, honestly, it's been a lot better than expected. I was looking forward to it, definitely, but you never know what it's going to be like, do you? But I couldn't have asked for a better start to, well, on the pitch and off the pitch. I mean, we're playing really good stuff on the pitch, and the table reflects that. And off the pitch, you ask any of the lads here, it's such a good place to be. Such a good place to come and train every day, and you want to work extra hard on game days and every day in training, because the staff are brilliant to us. And yeah, I couldn't ask for a better place to be right now. I'm loving it here.
Yeah, and looking at this next stage of the season, nice for you on a personal level that you've got the suspension out the way. It's never great, is it, to have that hanging over you?
Yeah, definitely. It was. I knew about it. That was one yellow card away, but you just got to play your game as normal, really. And fortunately, it's done now. It's out of the way, and the lads were brilliant in that Milken game. I watched them; they were fantastic. So we've got a tough run of games coming up, and that's not looming over my head anymore. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. There's a load of good games in there, so it's gonna be good.
Yeah, you've teed yourselves up really nicely with the 2 wins from 2, having had that run where we had a number of draws. To get the 2 wins makes a world of difference, and you've got 4 really tough games on paper coming up, all against sides above you in the table, but you're in a good place for taking on that challenge.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's amazing what a win does. We had some great results in terms of draws, but at the end of the day, it's only a point. So when you put back-to-back wins together in this league, it's massive. In confidence, in terms of the table as well, you shoot up the table. So that puts us in a really good position now to come and meet these so-called tough games head on. So yeah, we're looking forward to it, and it starts Saturday at MK.
Yeah, and in this league, as we know, some sides who are really well supported, sides the likes of Wigan, Sunderland coming up, who were in the Premier League not that long ago. So yeah, it's a really interesting league in that sense.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I've been in League One for numerous years, and it's probably the strongest League One on paper that I've ever seen. That you can go through. There's probably 5-6 teams that have all been in the Premier League, and not so long ago. With massive fan bases. So, and the fact that we're in this league now and competing and holding our own, and it's a credit to the staff here and the players. And yeah, we're really enjoying it and taking each challenge as they come.
Cool, that's great for me.
George, you mentioned the back-to-back wins in the league. You guys have also kept a clean sheet in that time in both matches. What do you think was the difference in those 2 games that allowed you guys to play well, especially defensively?
Well, the clean sheet's massive. I think we've been close to clean sheets in a lot of games, but unfortunately, for one reason or another, we've conceded a goal here or there. So when you get a clean sheet, I think I think if you look at the stats, when we score, we're a very hard team then to score against. So I think, keeping the clean sheet, getting the first goal is a massive boost to us in games, because we know that once we do go up, we're a really hard team to break down. And I think that's been the case in the past couple of games.
You mentioned how thrilled you are to be here and how you've been settled in and how everybody's been made you to feel welcome since you moved from Bristol Rovers. What have you enjoyed the most so far about being at Cambridge United?
Just the group here, I knew from literally the first week of being here that the lads were brilliant and the staff were brilliant. It's a really honest group. Everyone's on the same page. Everyone works extremely hard every day, and it's such a good atmosphere around this place. And I think that's the main thing for me, is that and it correlates on the pitch when there's a good atmosphere in the change room, and there's a real cohesion between the staff and the players. I think it shows on the pitch. I think you're seeing that. Everyone's playing really good football right now. There's competition for places, and it's a great place to work.
Playing for Mark so far, you mentioned when you also came here that you had a great first conversation with him. What has it been like to play for him, and what makes him such a good manager?
Oh, it's been fantastic. Yeah, I've not been with him too long, but he's already one of the best managers I've had. His player management's phenomenal. He studies the game so much, and he's just got an aura of respect about him, and all the players have that respect for him. So, and I think that equates to our performances on the pitch. Everyone wants to perform for him and Gary and Baz as well. So, yeah, we're all really enjoying our football under them, and they make it such a good place to work.
You mentioned that you've been in League One for a number of years, and I know the club, when they got promoted, brought in a number of players that have been in League One before, but it's particularly in defense, which is always a key for any team, especially for a promoted team. You've had so much experience at this level. How do you think you've been able to translate your experience at this level to a newly promoted team that's back in the third tier for the first time in a while?
Yeah, I think it's just, using my experience of the league and my knowledge here and there, what I can contribute to the lads and telling them about different scenarios and whatnot. But, there's not a massive jump between League Two and League One. And I think the lads that haven't played in League One have certainly come up and shown that they're capable at this level. And myself personally, being an older player, 28 years old now, and one of the experienced players in the team, if I can help any way possible on the training pitch, or especially on the pitch with communication, I think that's a big part of my game, then I'll do so.
Finally, for me, Peter mentioned that these next 4 games are against sides like Wigan and Sunderland that have been in the Premier League not too long ago, and Rotherham, who were in the Championship last year. And we know how big for this level a club that MK Dons are. I know that, as you said, this is the toughest League One you've seen on paper, but considering the stature of these 4 clubs at this level, especially, do you feel like that this is an opportunity to show what Cambridge can do at this level, similar to the way when you guys played Sheffield Wednesday and Ipswich Town and Portsmouth?
Yeah, definitely. I think for us players and even the staff, really, these are the games you want to play in. It's the chance to test yourself against the so-called bigger teams in the league that have got such a huge history behind them, and we're going to thrive off that. I think you look at the Sheffield Wednesday game, we really held our own, and you look at the Portsmouth away, they're a big side as well. We got the win. So these are the games we're looking forward to, because no one expects us to win, and we go there. We know ourselves what we can do with this group is that we can go and get results against anyone. So we can't wait. Yeah, it's going to be tough, and we need to take them game by game, but we're really looking forward to them.
Cheers, George. Good luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
Hi, George. It's really good to hear about how much you're enjoying your time since you've joined. Why do you think there is such a good environment at the club at the moment?
Well, I think that probably comes down from, number one, the manager. I think when the manager creates an environment like this one, I think it then stems down through his staff and through to the players. I think that's where it starts. And I suppose recruiting the right players as well. Everyone here is on the same page. There's no egos. Everyone's just enjoying themselves and working hard. So I think it starts from there, and yeah, it's created a good environment.
You're obviously 10th in the league at the minute. Did you expect that you'd get off to such a good start?
I didn't really know what to expect, to be honest, but we've had a great start. There's no denying that, and I think we can look at that and look back at some performances where we know we could do better and reflect on that. And I think it's just given us confidence to then push on for this next part of the season with, you know, high ambitions and trying to just get as many points on the board as possible as soon as possible.
What's the aim for this season, do you think?
I think realistically, we've just got to focus on staying in the league first and foremost, and building on what's been a really good start to the season. I think I saw Bond said somewhere we're a third of the way through the season and we're in good stead. Since then, we've had a win or two. So yeah, I think we just need to take it game by game and get as many points on the board as possible. And the league table shapes itself out over the season, so you can reflect on that as and when. But at the minute, it's just getting as many points on the board as we can.
I imagine you know quite a bit about MK Dons due to your time there. What do you expect from them on Saturday?
Well, I haven't seen too much of them this season. We're going to look at that today and tomorrow, but I know that they'll be playing the MK way, so to say, which is a lot of passes, a lot of playing out from the back and whatnot. So I'm sure it's going to be a very exciting game. I think they're going to be, you know, a good side this season. They're going to be right up there. So we're going to have to be at our best, and I think we can match anyone. So it starts with MK on Saturday, yeah.
And with the defence in particular, I imagine, given the way the game's going to go, it's the most important thing is making sure that defensively you're solid on Saturday first.
Yeah, definitely. I think they've got some goal scorers in their team. They pose an attacking threat with the way they play and the personnel they've got. So, like we said earlier, if we can keep a clean sheet, we're going to be in games more often than not, and so that's going to be key. And then from there, we can look to create attacks ourselves.
Great, thanks, George.